Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what's going on, what you need to know. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. Okay, you will know best how it resonates for you. And with that being said, let's see what's going on here. What is the message today? The truth about the third party, the Emperor, okay, and death, something being completely over. So now we have an Emperor who sees the truth. Let's just clarify this. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Or there's a whole group of people and an Emperor that see the truth in something. The Six of Swords, leaving something behind. The message about a death. Okay, or the message about somebody moving on, a permanent ending, leaving something behind, the truth. Okay, what's this Three of Cups? This group and all this money. Yeah, something that a third party or something that a group of people said about money that they got, finances they received. Okay. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, why am I feeling like they tried to say something to talk themselves out of it, but they actually ended up making it worse for themselves. Okay, because something might make them look guilty. It's like they try to make themselves look innocent, makes them look guiltier instead. Who's the Emperor? The King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Okay, this has to do with a bunch of people. All right, what's the truth then? What's the truth here? Ace of Swords, tell me more about that, please. The Knight of Cups, the Chariot, and the future. Yeah, this is like somebody trying to be helpful or somebody trying to come across like they're being helpful, like they want to do the right thing, they want to help in some sort of way, or they want mercy. This is somebody that could be asking for mercy or compassion in the future, or that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for some sort of help or a helping hand in the future. Judgment and the Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles is under judgment here for a message, or they are under judgment. Let's see, what's this about? Poverty, losing everything, having nothing. Okay, something that was given to an official person. Or somebody would have had to lose everything and give something to an official person. Or giving something to an official meant losing everything, poverty. Judgment, that was the test. Okay, what else about that? A phone, love call, pictures and photographs, screenshots on a phone. Okay, so this is either documents, phone, screenshots, pictures, possibly, or a device. Okay, what's the message about the death here, or the permanent ending, leaving something behind? They didn't cut something off. So they didn't cut it off completely, okay? It's like they didn't cut off what they were supposed to cut off. So it's like Spirit testing someone and saying, look, you're going to have to hand everything over that you have. Okay, you're going to have to lay it all out on the table, everything. And it looks like somebody didn't want to do that. They could have communicated something, but not the full truth. or they didn't do everything that was asked of them. Okay, they didn't want to lose everything. They tried to hold on to something. That means they failed the test. Okay, because that's not what they were supposed to do. Clover, yeah, they tried to play a game, and that is not what Spirit wanted them to do. Okay. So this is kind of like Spirit asking someone, look, we need you to go to the cops, or we need you to go to the police, or wherever, and we need you to you need to give everything that you have, everything that you know about the phone, about the pictures, about the screenshots, documents, whatever. And this person decided to play a game instead. They tried to make it a game of some sorts, or they tried to have something go in their favor, like so that it benefits them. Okay, only give as much as they want to give. That was not the deal. That was not the deal. That's not what they were supposed to do. Strength, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know who this Queen of Pentacles is. If this is the person that failed the test. Yeah, this has to do with strength, okay? Strength, courage, and bravery. So, what else about this person here? This has to do with somebody being stabbed in the back and attacked. So this person has some sort of information about that, is what it looks like. And instead of saying what they were supposed to, they try to get away with it, okay? Receive what you need. They try to move on. They try to progress. They try to get away with something here that they did. All right, what else? The Emperor, the King of Pentacles. And this is now in front of this King of Pentacles, the Emperor, okay? Whoever that is. The Tower, Six of Wands. So that means that the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, has victory and success. And this is shocking. This is a shocking Tower moment for someone here, okay? It's an extremely shocking Tower moment. Why? Someone's victory and success. For a main male that didn't get the message. A main male didn't send the message, or they didn't say what they were supposed to say. They didn't communicate something. What's that about? Talking. Something about conversations, text calls, emails, screenshots, messages. Or a main male did not say something, or this is not their communication, or this is not their message, or they chose not to say something. Not enough. Somebody being jealous, lacking confidence, fear, ego issues. Talking about someone being jealous and insecure. Okay, what else? Oh, something about projection maybe, okay? Someone here has been trying for a very, very long time to hold on to control, power, strength. Or this has to do with someone's pride. Yeah, two people get tested at the same time. Okay, this has something to do with temperance. Game of Thrones. Something about the way that this whole thing works here, especially with karma, right? So if you're in the test, if you're being tested by Spirit, someone else is being tested at the same exact time as you, okay? And it's about who does the right thing, right? So if you as a collective, you're going through a test, your enemies are facing the exact same test as you, okay? And this has to do with losing everything. This has to do with being ready and willing to give up everything to the authorities, to the police, or something like that. All right. Somebody would have had to hand over phone calls, devices, messages, text messages, everything that they have. I feel like they didn't do that. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They tried to play a game instead. They didn't want to cut everything off. But I feel like that is something that's over here. And then on this side, we have the King of Pentacles, Emperor. And this has something to do with working on something for an extremely long time and pride. This Emperor, this King of Pentacles could be being tested right now at the same exact time as the Queen of Pentacles is being tested. Pride, control, right? So this Queen of Pentacles is under judgment, most likely for the fact that they cannot control this kind of energy, okay? Or they're not controlling, or whoever it is. I'm just saying it's the Queen of Pentacles because she's here, okay? With judgment. Yeah, it's the same test, two different people at the same time. And this has to do with the King of Wands and some sort of messages, okay? Whatever these messages are that a King of Wands got, or some sort of text messages, screenshots, whatever this is. So why are these text messages important, or these messages? Because this was a bad plan. This was a bad strategy here. This is not a wish fulfillment. This was not in alignment. Yeah, somebody did not do what they were supposed to do. Something was not in alignment with them, all right? That's not what they were supposed to do. That they didn't follow their North Node path. This was a bad plan, a bad strategy. The Three of Swords, yeah, whatever this is, it's going to end in heartbreak for someone. So it's kind of like God or the divine putting a test in front of someone and saying, look, if you do everything that I ask you to do, everything is going to work out for you. But you have to be willing to lose something. You have to be willing to give everything away, okay? And then I can give you a helping hand, right? Then God can show someone mercy in some sort of situation or help them. This person didn't do what they were supposed to do. All right, so now it's going to end in heartbreak and pain for them, because it's like wanting some sort of absolution or some sort of mercy or compassion, but you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You tried to make yourself look innocent when you're guilty, right? It's like the energy of God says to you, I want you to confess your sins. I want you to confess what you did, and I want you to put everything out on the table. And then this person goes, well, I'm only going to say the things that, you know, like other people did. I'm not going to talk about what I did. And if I talk about what I did, I'm going to frame it in a way where I look more innocent than I actually am. That's not what they were supposed to do. That's what this gives me, okay? Like, either you submit completely or you're going to get karma. That's just how it works. The Page of Cups, yeah, something about wanting to make themselves look innocent, more innocent than they actually are, trying to frame themselves as being like, you know, oh, I didn't do anything wrong and I'm just trying to help. No, you're not. You're trying to help yourself, okay? Nine of Swords. Now this person is going to be overthinking, stressed out, worried, anxious, stuck in a nightmare here because of a King of Swords and some sort of a gift or a present that they got, all right? Yeah, they had a choice to make. They had a choice to make. That was their choice. That was their choice. But they would have had to lose everything, right? Ace of Pentacles reversed. They would have had to give up also the gift, the presents, the items, the evidence. They would have had to turn over everything. 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 There's too much missing. Okay, so if there's still too much missing and there's too many holes in the story and there's too many things that don't make any sense, or it's like, well, I can remember perfectly what happened 6 months ago on a Tuesday, but 3 months ago on the Wednesday, I can't remember really what I did. No, I can't remember at all. I feel like someone here was not ready to give up everything, okay? Justice. The Hanged Man. Yeah, something was supposed to be balanced in some sort of way, okay? Or this person's heart is being weighed right now. 9 of Wands. Yeah, this feels like karma. It feels like somebody's being weighed right now, like a test, okay? And they chose to lie again. They chose to try and get away with something again. They tried to be defensive or defend themselves. They didn't want to get stuck in something, so they tried to talk their way out of it in a way where they could avoid getting stuck themselves. Yeah, that's not what God wanted someone to do, okay? Is what I feel like. So again, anything else important about these messages here in this King of Wands? Yeah, straight up manipulation, okay? Temperance. God says, or the divine spirit says, that this person manipulated, or they're being manipulative, or they're just trying to say enough to get what they want. This could even be some sort of evidence that they presented, text messages, okay? Even then, they're like only using the ones that make them look good. They're not putting everything on the table that they have. They're being too selective, okay, because they're trying to manipulate like an advantage for themselves. So they're not being truthful. The 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Yeah, this person is still trying to create some sort of an illusion or confusion about there being some sort of competition or some sort of a fight or some sort of drama, okay, over a relationship. Like, stop, this lady, okay, whoever they are, or this person, needs to stop making themselves more fucking important than they are. Number one, okay? If you're going to come forward with some sort of evidence, then do it in a neutral way and not in a way where you are making yourself way more fucking important than what you actually are to someone, all right? Like, number one, okay? This person, I don't know what they have to prove, okay? But they made the wrong choice. That's all that matters. Is this person is about to get karmic justice, okay? Because what they did was illegal, possibly corrupt. They did not do the right thing. They did not do the fair thing. They did not do the right thing. They made the wrong choice, okay? When they went to the Hierophant, and this has to do with this King of Swords at the house, all right? Whoever this King of Swords is, at a home, at a property with the Hierophant, whoever that is. Now the truth is coming out about this money, this generational wealth, this abundance, okay? And whoever the King of Swords is, who's that? Somebody that is working on a plan here with a marriage or planning something here to get married, something about a marriage and the plan. The plan with a marriage, all right? Somebody is about to have a sudden change, shocking news, and epiphany. Somebody's about to have an epiphany about what? About this person claiming that they had a soulmate connection with someone, or they're in a relationship with someone, that something ended, that a relationship is completely over, and somebody blocked someone, doesn't want to talk to someone anymore, is avoiding a conversation, call person after an ending, a permanent ending. Someone is about to have an epiphany about how somebody is claiming that they're not talking to someone anymore, avoiding them after an ending. Okay, what does that mean? The Eight of Swords. Somebody is trapped and being held captive or feeling imprisoned here. Stuck, trying to defend themselves. Okay, so whoever this person is, they know that they did something that could get them stuck, trapped, possibly even imprisoned, okay? And now they're trying to defend themselves. They're trying to figure out how they're going to talk themselves out of it. Okay, so what does that have to do here with the Emperor and all these people? The Sun. Yeah, so the Emperor's about to see the truth. They're about to find out the truth, or they are seeing the truth now. And why do I feel like it has a lot to do with justification? Like the way that people are trying to justify what they did, okay? So instead of showing up, okay, or going up to bat and really laying it all out, they're trying to justify what they did instead, or explain it away in a way. Again, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Hanged Man. That's punishment. Because these people know that they're awaiting punishment. Like actual punishment, like imprisonment. And they're trying to talk their way out of it. Five of Swords. This is all about how people are trying to frame or justify or, you know, how they're trying to make something look, okay? Like it's kind of like, well, it was okay what I did because I did it because of this. Okay, so they did something criminal and they're like, well, it was okay that I stole all that money because I have a reason for it, you know? It's something like that. The Seven of Swords, yeah, they're just liars trying to get away with something, okay? They are. Four of Cups, they don't want to admit the truth, all right? They're like, I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you my side of the story. I don't have to tell you everything that I did. I can just tell you just this part and that should be enough for you. It's not enough. And when God says everything, that means everything. Two of Pentacles, okay? Like these people, they don't believe, obviously, but the World in reverse, yeah, it's not, they can't end something out because they keep changing sides. I mean, this could even be like they're changing sides, literally, like they're flip-flopping from one perspective to the other, or they're trying to explain something away. Again, they're trying to find like a different excuse for something that they're trying to prop up. So why is this important here today? Because of the divine, Temperance. Yeah, because it feels like a divine test. Okay, everyone is being tested. These people included. The Queen of Cups in reverse. And some sort of financial news or some sort of receipts or a transaction. Money, okay. The Chariot and the Queen of Swords. This has to do with somebody moving forward determinedly. The Five of Pentacles, losing everything, even a vehicle maybe, okay? Yeah, losing everything. Having nothing, right? The lesson of Job, that's what this is. And this could even include a vehicle, some sort of transportation that's been given up in a way that you had to lose, okay? And all of this because of a Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles trying to make themselves look innocent. A Queen of Pentacles trying to make themselves look innocent of something. The Seven of Wands, defending themselves, trying to defend themselves. The Hanged Man. Yeah, something about items, material items, things of value, evidence. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this feels like this has to do with karma or the way that karma works. I don't know. Because You were asked to lose everything in a situation, or you had to lose, like you didn't have a choice, okay? You gave up everything that you had because that's what the divine required of you in a situation. You're mirroring someone at the same time though, or someone else around you is going through the same exact test, and it has to do with them losing material items of value, right? What do they have? They don't want to give up things, okay? And that's where the test is in this situation. Their test is also about pride, all right? Not wanting to let something go because of pride, or trying still to defend themselves instead of submitting, okay? So they don't want to submit. They just want to try and talk their way out of it, justify things, okay? So why is that important here for the test, okay? Why is that so important here? Because that's how the cycle ends the world. No, this has to do with some sort of online messages. Yeah, again with the text messages, okay? Messages, text messages, online communication, or something about traveling maybe, okay? Yeah, taking a leap of faith, having blind faith and trust in the divine, in the unknown. Taking a leap of faith. This is about somebody that is self-serving or only doing things because it serves them, okay? The 5, losing everything. That's the final test, is losing everything. But there's a reason why you are facing the same exact test as someone else at the same time. And it's most likely the person that you're up against, like your enemy, okay? Your sworn enemy from the past here. You and them are having the same test at the same time, but there's a reason for it. It's because only one of you can rise. And the person that fails the test is going to fail. You get what I mean? So you have to pass in order for you to reclaim your throne here. Yeah, the 3 of Wands and the Tower. So something is coming up in the future here. It's going to be absolute destruction and carnage here in the future. Everything is going to come crumbling down. The whole Tower of Lies is going to come crumbling down. So when it does come crumbling down, you need to make sure that you're not attached to anything that they are attached to, right? 5 of Swords, because this person is still manipulating. They're still trying to get away with something. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose anything. Yeah, it's a fight to the death, right? Some things are a fight to the death. Some things really are life or death, okay? Like if you're both on a burning ship, okay? Queen of Pentacles. If you and Queen of Pentacles are both on a burning ship and you're ready to lose everything for your life, okay? Because it's a fight to the death. You're going to jump off the ship and leave everything behind, right? This person doesn't want to leave anything behind. They want to try and put the fire out. They want to try and save the boat. They want to try and save their things. What's going to happen to them? They're going to go down in the burning ship, okay? And that's kind of what this is giving me. It's the same concept. There's a reason why God tests you when God tests you, okay? Or when God requires you to let things go. It's for your highest good. Even if it doesn't feel that way, it's a higher purpose. And it could be because someone else is, most likely also going through the same test. It's kind of like who's going to save themselves first. Because God knows they're not going to save themselves, not the way that they should. Okay, they're going to go down with it. And it's important that you don't go down with them, right? So, all right. So there's an Emperor here, a King of Pentacles, seeing the truth about this group of people. And everything that's getting cut off here. The Ace of Pentacles, things. It's about items, material items. Yeah, it's about greed and who is holding on to this thing and this. It's just materialism. That's what it is. Okay, items, things. They can't let go of the things. The Star, yeah. They want the shiny, pretty things. They can't let go. They can't let go of these shiny, pretty things. That's the thing. The King of Wands. And the past. And this has to do with some sort of messages in the past of somebody being heartbroken. A message in the past of being heartbroken and hurt. A moment of enlightenment over victory and success. Being hurt in the past? What's that about? It's about transcending an obstacle. Yeah, this is all about ascension or transcending something, a problem, right? Again, if God is asking you to lose everything, it's not for punishment ever. It's not to punish you. It's because there's something that needs to be transcended, okay? Because something that you're holding on to is like a dead, festering leg that needs to get amputated off, okay? And it's actually for your good. It's for your benefit. It's going to help you ascend. It's going to help you get out of something safely, okay? And these people are not going to be so lucky because they refuse to let go. Yeah, they refuse to let go. They're going to burn down everything, okay? But do you want to be there when they're burning everything down? No, that's why God tells you, leave everything behind and jump off now, okay? And this has to do with a camera and some sort of seduction, flirting, hooking up, temptation, or things. Okay, this could have been, or this is like furniture and electronics maybe. Camera, all electronics. Furniture, or this has to do with a sex tape. I don't know, seduction on camera. Yeah, it's like you never know how God is protecting you, okay? Or you're being protected from things that you don't even know about. You don't even know about it, right? It's like God asking you to throw away all these old clothes, okay? And you don't even know why. You know, you think it's because of this, this, and that, and there's a whole different reason behind it, but you don't know. And anything rooted in materialism is not what, you know, the divine wants you to follow after anyways, right? So there's something here about stripping away anything of material value, okay? The arrow, Cupid's arrow, right? That's the arrow right there. It's the arrow. The arrow has something to do with materialism or something with a camera, okay? Seduction. Third party interfering, flirting, hooking, dating, not talking to someone anymore, having a boundary, not wanting to deal with someone anymore. Yeah, I feel like this is something that you don't even know about, but it's something that you got protected from. Or what somebody has been trying to say about you, maybe, okay, that they don't want to talk to you anymore. They're avoiding you because of something with a camera, something about hooking up on a camera. That they don't want to talk to you about, they don't want to talk to you anymore because of this. Like, get out of here, okay? Heartbroken, that there was a breakup. That there was a breakup. Something about the past and heartbreak and pain in the past, okay? Yeah, this, I was just going to say, this self-absorbed, narcissistic, sociopathic, whatever the fuck they are, okay, dirty mop here, talking about wedding rings, getting married, okay, based off of passion. Or this is a self-absorbed, narcissistic psychopath that wants to talk about how they broke up with you over some sort of passionate energy, okay? And they want to get married, or they wanted to get married. I don't know what this is about. Some lie, all right? I don't know. I feel like whatever this is, it's not even important, because this is the season where God is going to start exposing your enemies for you. And it's going to be something simple, like the way that you walk. Okay, you walk the walk and you talk the talk. And when you say something, you mean it, all right? These people, they don't say anything that they mean. They're wishy-washy. They don't tell the full truth. They like to play games. So, you know, this feels like the season of exposure anyways, okay, where nothing that they say is going to add up or make sense about you. And it's going to be seen in the way that you live your life, you conduct yourself, okay, and the way that they conduct themselves. It's just a facade. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Swords. Everything that comes out of their mouth, straight up manipulation, is a facade. They'll say anything, do anything to win, okay? They'll tell half-truths. They'll make up some sort of lies about you and why you broke up. Like, give me a break, okay, kindergarten. Yeah, there's no confusion here. And also, you're not going to be carrying that burden, okay? Who's going to get left carrying the burden? They are. Who's going to get left on that burning ship? All right, they are. You don't mind jumping off the ship, even if you got... Look, this is like, no, we can't jump off the ship because there's money on the ship and there's gold on the ship. Okay, we can't leave all the valuables behind. This is like you saying, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm jumping off, okay? So who's the winner at the end of the day? We'll see. It's not going to be them, right? Yeah, thanks for the crow outside. So, closing words here. The Empress. Yeah, you're the Empress. You don't even have to explain yourself, okay? Your personality, your aura is going to shine all on its own. You don't even need to explain this away. I'm not even going to bother, okay? The Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, something about no love, all right? Or it's obvious that these people don't even know what that is. They don't have love in their life. They're never going to know what that is. Judgment, and that's judgment. Okay, that's divine judgment right now. Or this is the time of divine judgment. Yeah, so everything that you do right now matters. You're being tested. They're being tested. Everything that you do matters right now to the divine plan, to your judgment. And it has to do with holding on to things, right? That's a test. Holding on to things, holding on to control, holding on to material items, okay, money, anything that is materialistic here. Holding on to control, okay? Because anybody in this energy is stuck on the ship. Anybody that's willing to let go saves themselves. You get what I mean? That's kind of the lesson right now. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps, guys. Until next time, bye.